Nope, looks like it's going to be your choice.
I'm going to take the girl character, because that's the one I normally use. I need a name.
That name will be Willow.
Willow! Oh, whoops. Wrong button. Willow. Still the wrong button. Ah, there it is. Okay. Fantastic. Willow. Another great speedrun in its own right. Alright, we will be using this Willow file. Hooray! Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1, now. Alright, so for those that are not familiar with this game, it is going to bear a lot of similarities to the original Legend of Zelda, as you can see from what we're doing here. But there are also plenty of differences to this game, and I'll be sure to explain them as I go along. But the first order of business is to do my kills in a very particular order. And this is something that I'll be doing throughout pretty much like the first 3/4 of this run. So I intentionally kill that blue Octorok first so I can get that bomb drop. And then we're going to do pretty much the same thing here, where I'm going to kill everything else and then kill this blue Octorok last, and if it cooperates, it will give me more bombs. As for those of you that might be familiar with the speedrun of the original Legend of Zelda, you know that bombs are used extensively throughout the run. This one is no different. It makes killing certain enemies a whole lot faster, as well as having to bomb into certain walls and even levels and whatnot. So, having plenty of bombs on hand is important. Having beam swords is important too, but that bat decided to be very rude and hit me there. So the kill count thing is something, like I said, that I'll be paying attention to throughout a good portion of this run. Something else I need to pay attention to, at least in the very beginning, is my money. By the time I'm done with level 2, I need to have at least 60 rupees in order to buy the blue candle. I already have 58, so I am in great shape. So I did not get a... Oh, I did get a heart drop. Cool. I have beams back, and I just saw I got that 5 rupees, so we've got plenty of cash. That is awesome. All right. We have our beam swords back as well, which is really helpful for these next 2 rooms as far as doing them quickly, like so. And then this one as well. Beautiful. Alrighty. So, got our first item to pick up here. It is the bow, much like the first Legend of Zelda. You get that in the beginning. The levels, the items in the levels aren't going to quite be the same as what they are in the original Legend of Zelda, but there will be plenty of overlap there. So yeah. Raju, before I toss it over you for any donations, I do want to mention one thing. I notice our donation total is very, very close to 4,000. And I'd like to make a proposition to all of you folks out there listening, watching, and whatnot. I really want to get that to 4,000, and I'd really like to get it to 4,000 before the end of my run. And if we do, then I have made the executive decision to do a post-run impromptu puppy cam. So, if you want to see that, let's get to 4,000, shall we? Alright, this is actually a decent time if you have a couple donations to read.
Alright, and on that note, we got $5 from Eris TGD saying, "Good luck, Bonnie, and let's vote to make sure your Zelda run goes as planned." Playing as Zelda, obviously. We got $25 from Kanban Meow.
Yep.
Saying, "Always thrilled to support my favorite speedrunner and great causes like Extra Life. Take that giggle pig down."
Thank you, both Eris and Konban. I appreciate it very much. Alrighty. So we're done with level 1. Level 2 is not where you would normally find it if you're thinking of the first game. But it is very nearby, which is very convenient. I'm going to do... I didn't talk about it when I did it in the first level, but we're going to do it here, where this skeleton is going to be holding a key, but I'm not going to kill him. I'm just going to use my iframes to just basically rip it out of his rib cage and move along without any further violence. Nice little convenient bomb drop there, making that very easy to keep the bomb count up. We like it. Alrighty. I'm still paying attention to my count. Right now, my count is at... Let's see here. Is it 0? No. Yeah, it's at 0. Alright. We've got our Dodongo here. Unfortunately, we can't do the trick that you do in the first Legend of Zelda, where you can get him to eat the smoke and then stab him in the gut and get a guaranteed bomb drop. That would be really nice. But no such luck here. Alright. So right now our count is at 1. Now things need to get really particular as far as our count goes. I am going to kill enemies in such a way... Now when I kill this next one, it should drop a fairy, and it does. That tells me that I'm at 4. I need to get my count to 6 before I get to a certain point where I can potentially get more bombs to drop. But first, like I said before, now that I have the money that I need, I can pick up this blue candle. And this is actually necessary because there's something that you'll see here that was not in the original Zelda either, but they've added it for this. And that is this wall of trees that you need the candle to get through in order to proceed. And I'll talk a little bit about why that's there. But if I did all my calculations right, if this guy's going to drop anything, it's a bomb, and that's perfect. I want one more kill before I get into this next level. And perfect. Alright, so to explain a little bit about what this game is all about, you might be wondering why it's called BS, Legend of Zelda. The BS stands for Broadcast Satellaview. It was an attachment for the Super Famicom that was introduced in 1995, I believe. And it was essentially like the first video game streaming service. You downloaded this game, you know, through... Oh my god, I did not mean to do that. Oh, that's really not good. Okay. Well, whatever. Okay, I meant to kill them with bombs, but I didn't, so now my count is behind by 2, which is somewhat problematic, or not. No, you know what? Let's do this. Hey. Excellent. Okay. Unfortunately, so what I want to do is I want to take an intentional death here. But normally I will have taken a lot more damage, and I usually take them from those dark nuts that I killed. Oh my god, but instead I need to wait for these bats to fly over to me and kill me half a heart at a time. If they're actually going to cooperate, here we go. That should be it. Nope. Nope. Please, just touch me. Oh my god, please just... Oh, thank you. Okay, good. Alrighty. So anyway, to finish the whole thought about the Satellaview thing, the way that this game worked was that you didn't download the entire game all at once. You downloaded it in segments, where essentially you did the first 2 levels in one segment, and then a week later they would download the segment that would have the next 2 levels, and so on and so forth, such that it was downloaded in 4 different, kind of games that were connected together by just their continuity. Ah, didn't get a drop there. That's unfortunate. Oh well, that should have been a bomb too. So, but what we have here, obviously I don't have one of those devices. The service for it is long gone, but what we have here is a ROM where all of those segments that I was talking about have all essentially kind of been like, oh jeez, have essentially been like stitched together into one ROM that, I'm gonna go ahead and pick this up, that allow you to play the entire game from beginning to end, and thus allow us to speedrun it. Now, some of the features of the original that are not going to be present here are things like voice acting. There's more like, kind of like orchestral music to it. Some of those things couldn't be preserved in how they, you know, kind of made this ROM here. So, but you get the basic experience. So yeah. All right, coming up is the boss here, Manhandla. You'll recognize this boss. However, he is a lot easier to deal with. First of all, he moves pretty slow, and his pattern is much more predictable. So yeah. Hi, big boy. I've got my dog here saying hello. This is not the puppy. This is the massive monster. But I can't really pay much attention to you now, unfortunately, because I'm doing a speed run. All right, so more kill routing. I'm going to kill these two guys, and then I'm going to kill this guy here. We're going to open that up because I'm going to need what's in there, but first bombs. So this is a good opportunity to talk about the category we're doing, which is 100%. I'm going to be picking up all heart containers, all permanent items, the final upgraded version of everything like my sword, the ring, the boomerang, all of that stuff, such that we will be fully outfitted for the final confrontation. Still keeping my count alive here. I'm at 7. Once I get to 9 on this next enemy here, it will drop a bomb if it drops anything. Like so. Perfect. Thank you very much. All right. And then we're going to grab a whole bunch of cash here. We're going to be buying lots of stuff coming up, so that will be handy. But for now, we're just going to kind of make our way through level 4. Rugesso, if you have any donations, now would be a good time to read them off. But before you do, again, a reminder, if we get to $4,000 for the marathon before the end of my run, I will bring out my puppy and we will do puppy cam right here on Slurpathon. So keep that in mind and go ahead and read anything you got.
So we have $20 from Drake Lake, who clarified in chat that it is to be put toward the Sonic sprite in SMZ3. Reminder, if you want to donate, you can use !donate to get the link. And when you make your donation, you can put into the message what bid war you would like that donation to go toward. And, of course, all donations will go toward Puppy Cam, which we're about $97 away from, it looks like.
Come on, we can do that. I'm not even halfway through the game yet. Okay, so in this room here, I have to be very careful and pay attention to these green, they're called Zols, these green enemies that you see there. If I've killed them with bombs, they will increase my count, but if I kill them with my sword, they will not. So I killed both of them with bombs, so I need to know that my count is higher by 2. So little kind of variance there to pay attention to. Here's the ocarina. This is essentially the recorder from the original Zelda. It has pretty much the same effect. Alright, so let's see here. So my count was 9. I killed those 2. So right now my count is at 3. Now when I leave here, it will be at 5, which is pretty high, but as long as we know where we're at, we're fine. In fact, we're going to get that ready. Now, for those that remember the hint in the original Legend of Zelda about how the Pole's voice hate loud noises, here you can actually use the ocarina to kill them instantly. Alright, here we have our Dig Dogger. The fight looks the same as the speed run. You drop a bomb, you blow the whistle, you drop another bomb, and it dies quickly, which is great. Alrighty, so that is Triforce number 4. Now we're coming up to level 5. This is probably the most intense level in the entire speedrun. We're going to want as many bombs as possible for this, because we are going to be using a whole bunch of them. Let me buy this meat first. We are going to need it in level 5. Now we can use the ocarina. I'm going to face to the right before it picks me up, so that way it takes me to level 2, as opposed to backwards. Now my count is 6. This will get me to 7, and a bomb drop. Perfect. I'm going to want one more kill here, and it's very easy to get it right here. And then we will go into level 5. But before we do, we have this really considerate salesman here who can give you a potion for only $10, and you don't even need the letter. It is a welcome sight. Alrighty. So here we are in level 5. The bombing will commence shortly. And here it goes. One for you, one for you, one for you, one for you, another one for you, another one for you. There we go. Normally, if I wanted to kill those guys with my swords, it's 7 hits each. Or we could just drop 2 bombs and make it easier that way. I can go ahead and pick up this drop. I don't really need this, but, you know, good to have it. Oops, I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. Oh, something I've been doing throughout the run, but I haven't really mentioned, and I'll kind of demonstrate it here. Something called... Oh, I can't demonstrate it here because the door is locked. Let's see, where can I demonstrate? Oh, I can demonstrate it here. Something called corner rolling, where if you're moving either up or down on a half tile, I'm going to do it right there. And you see how kind of like... she kind of shot to the side real quick. Here, I'll just do it right here. Just boop, where it slides you over to the side very quickly. This is something that we use in every opportunity we get, just to make things a little faster. But there's actually a couple of rooms where we do it to avoid like spike traps and whatnot, so we can get through areas without taking so much damage. Please die. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Another thing that we need to get, I got one in the last level, and I'm about to get one here in this next room coming up here, is your bomb upgrades, where it increases your capacity by 4 each time when you pay this guy, $50. And the nice thing about that, too, is that it refills your bombs all the way up to 16, which is good because I am going to be needing a lot of them for the rest of this level, and I'll want to have plenty left over for the next level too. Here's one reason why we need so many bombs, because I have to kill all these Dodongos the hard way, but I'm going to take a little damage as I do it because I'm going to want to do another Death Warp here. This time I'm much better prepared for it. So one hit here, and another one here, and we're dead. The reason we do this is because it takes me back to the beginning of the level if I just continue, and it just saves time on backtracking. So, just easier to get through here. Don't touch me. Okay, good. Yeah, we'll do a corner roll here, another one here and here. We'll do another one here. Yeah, it's just these little things just to save some time. I'm just going to be making my way to the boss here, so Rujasu, if you have any more donations, now would be a good time.
We have $10 more from Eris TGD saying, this is probably going to be read way early, but hey Vonnie, remember to switch to the ocarina at the correct moment. Donation to Runner's Choice.
Thank you, Eris. I already knew what that was before you even finished it. I want that fairy. That was a really quick room. I unfortunately didn't get the bomb drop from the red Dark Nut. I deliberately killed him first, hoping to get that bomb drop, but I can get 2 bomb drops in this room if they cooperate. I didn't cooperate there. Oh boy, now I have to be... Okay, at least I got 1. That's not good. I definitely want more. Let's see if I can get some doubles in here. Yeah, double up. Perfect. Again. Oh, beautiful. Okay, good. All right. We'll just go ahead and kill this guy with a sword. Just to preserve as many bombs as possible. All right. So now the boss of this level is Patra. Patra works a lot differently than it does in the in the first game. This one does the thing where it just does like the twisty orbitals, and you see it also. Patra is just moving straight up and down. It doesn't move around the room at all. So as long as I am keep paying attention, whoops, with the tiles on the floor. Oh my god! Good thing I got that fairy, otherwise I'd be dead right now. But if I was actually paying attention, not trying to talk, I guess, you can get through that without taking any damage. So, but oh well, we made it. All right, level 5 done. Okay, now a couple of orders of business before we get to level 6. We got a whole bunch of stuff to do on the way. First of all, coming out of here, I know my count is always 4, and I need to get it to 8 before we enter. We need to get it to 8 before we enter level 6. But first, we're going to come up here, and we're actually going to buy a key. You might notice that the prices of all the things there are about half of what they normally are, and the reason for that is because we've collected a certain number of Triforces. Another little mechanic that they added into this game was once you had collected a certain number of Triforces, there were different things that would kind of like unlock. Such as, being able to pick up certain heart containers, or being able to actually get the Master Sword, or things like that. And another thing that, one of the things that is done once you get to a certain number of Triforces is it halves the prices of everything in the shops. Good, we got a bomb drop there. We've got plenty now for the next level, which is good. Back into this shop here. We'll buy the arrows now that they're much more affordable. We're going to need those for this next level, for reasons that you might be able to deduce. Ouch. Let's go ahead. No, let's not kill him. Let's kill you. Okay, now we're at 8. It's where we need to be. We're going to get right here. Use our ocarina. And it opens the way to level 6. We'll get that heart container on the way out. It's a little faster to do it that way. In fact, we're going to go ahead and turn on these arrows here, because we'll be using them in this next room. So just to get rid of everything in here rather quickly. Also, you might have noticed that I've been able to switch my items without going into my menu, and that's done via the shoulder buttons. That is a feature that they added into the game to make it a lot easier. So you'll actually never see me go into the menu. Got another dig dogger to kill here. That got him. Perfect. All right. We're going to use the Pole's voice here and not the likes to soften ourselves up, because coming up very shortly is going to be an item collection and yet another intentional game over. Oops, I didn't mean to throw it that way. Oh well. To go in here with 1 heart, so that way if a bat decides to give me a kiss on the way down, it doesn't kill me. I'm gonna grab the rod. We actually won't use this in the run, but we do have to pick it up because it is the 100% run. So there is that. Alrighty. Alright, well, once I'm done with this level, there's only 2 more to go, and then it's the final boss fight. So, folks, if we want an impromptu puppy cam, there's not a whole lot of time left for that, honestly. I'd say we probably only got no more than like 15 minutes of speedrun left, provided I don't do anything incredibly stupid, which I am liable to do, but, you never know. Let's assume that I won't. Give me the benefit of the doubt, yeah? Alright. We'll go ahead and step on Snack, so that way we can use iframes to get through those spike traps. No. Go away. Okay. No. Go away. Don't touch me. And hi, Goma, bye, Goma. And there we go. Alrighty. Now, we're going to need a whole bunch... We're actually going to go to level 8 next. This is where you can This is where you have some leeway here. We also have the Master Boomerang. This thing is very powerful, actually. It will actually do damage, but we're not going to use it a whole lot. We are going to kill this guy, and hopefully I can get all this to work. Right now my count is at 6, and hopefully by the time I'm done with everything I need to do here, I will have a whole bunch of bombs. So here we go. I'm going to kill this guy, and he's going to drop some bombs, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm going to kill you, and then you, and there's no bombs there. No bombs there either. Wow, very stingy. First we'll pick up this heart container. Face right, so that we go to level 2. And here we go. At this point, my bomb count no longer matters. Or my kill count no longer matters, and I'll explain why once that becomes relevant. But we got a few things to pick up before we get to level 8. We picked up 2 heart containers and the letter already. We're going to come in here and we are going to pick up, the strongest sword in the game, the Master Sword. This is the magical sword for those that played the US version of Legend of Zelda. It is very strong. We need more donations too. That number has become too static. Anyway, so I'm actually going to show off what the boomerang does here. It allows me to collect even placed items, not necessarily ones that enemies drop. Like these bombs here, we're going to throw it diagonally. You see, I killed all those Zoras along the way. They deserved it. They know what they did. Which is good. We're going to pop in here. We're going to pick up yet another heart container. We're going to come on over here. We're going to move this guy. We're going to pick up the power bracelet. We're going to move a couple screens over. Now we can actually push that block, which is nice. We are going to... Okay, good. I'm going to get in stairs before I get skewered by a sword from that Lionel. And we're going to pick up the red ocarina. Now, I'll be demonstrating what this does shortly. Use it up here. Hopefully don't get hit again. Okay, good. Now it's going to take us to this very special screen here. This is the only way you can get to the screen is by way of the red ocarina. And we're going to come in here. We're going to get the magical key. Now look at the text here. You found the magical key room by Trey and Con. Those are two of the folks that worked on making this ROM what it is. So big shout out to Trey and Con for making this game even possible to play through all in one sitting and, let alone be a speed run. So, very cool. Alright, so now that we've got all of that stuff, now we are ready to enter level 8. Very rude. Just got hit again. Alright, now, before we even really get into this level, we're just going to push this block here, go down these stairs, and oh look, there are the silver arrows. Now you might say, well, that's really strange to have such a crucial item basically just chilling right in the beginning of the level. Well, there will be an explanation for this in a moment. But in the meantime, we got a couple more things to collect here as well. We get, this is the magic book. Does the same thing as it does in the first one, which is when you use your rod, when it hits something, it will leave fire behind. Go away. Thank you. Alright. Now, we do a fight with a Patra here, but this Patra kind of sucks because it does have 6 orbitals, but for some reason, 2 of them are invisible. Fortunately, the Master Sword trashes it very, very quickly, so it's not really much of a threat. Alright. Oh, this is a good demonstration of the corner rolls and how they're useful in this room, like with the spike traps. So I'm going to move over here, move a half tile, and then... Aw, shoot. Normally, if you move a half tile and then do a roll, you can actually get by that spike trap before it comes in. Those next door can show you to the arrow. Oh, really? What's next door? Well, look at these guys. Those hands, those are wall masters. If you remember from the first game, if one of them gets a hold of you, it drags you back to the beginning of the level, which is just so happens to be where that arrow is. So that's what that is all about. All right, a little bit of a boss gauntlet here. We're going to kill this Aquamentus, which is now much stronger and much angrier. We're going to just completely nope out on this manhandler. We don't see the doors wide open. And now we have 2 blue Gomas. Oh, shoot. I'm not going to be able to. I'm not going to be able to 2-cycle this. Unless... Maybe I am. Thank you for delaying that open. Okay, good. Alright. Now, here is why my kill count no longer mattered after I picked up the Coast Heart. We picked up the Triforce. Yeah, that's great. But we also have the Magical Bomb. If you look at my bomb count, you will notice it is infinite. I can throw bombs to my heart's content, and there's not a dang thing you can do about it. So, no longer... I mean, 98% of the reason why we need to do the kill counting is to manipulate bomb drops. But if I don't need any more bomb drops, then the kill count doesn't really matter anymore now, does it? So, there we go. Alright, we're going now into level 7. Rujisu, do you have any donations to read?
Yeah, we have $25 from Lil Melly Mooncat saying, "We must show the Radiant Paw. Also switch to Ocarina."
Thank you, Melly. Indeed. Now, so just so you know, once I get through this level, I'd pick up a couple more things, and then I fight the final boss. So the time to get that in for Puppy Cam is, it's getting pretty close. Alright, so I'm actually going to do that, where I take a little damage here, because I'm going to set up my final intentional death after I pick up the item that's actually in that room. Oops. And then we're done. Let's see here. I'm going to take a bounce off of you. Let's get to the candle. Let's not have you touch me. Alright, we get the red candle here. And there we go. Okay. And here we go. Ah, this is why we buy the potion in the very beginning, is to get through the second part of level 7. Because there's lots of stuff here that control us, so we do this for safety. That's irritating. There we go. Got my sword back. Yeah, like this room, trying to get through. It's a zigzag room with all these guys in here. It can be rather annoying to get through if you're trying to take very little damage. Silver Arrow's putting in work here, allowing us to kill these Gibdos very quickly. Oops. Okay. One more manhandler. This one we do need to kill. And we'll just go ahead and throw bombs everywhere and just hope he connects with one. The beauty of the infinite bombs. Oh no. What happened here? Alrighty. Speaking of the beauty of the infinite bombs, we give them even to the bats in here. Bats get bombs. But Aquamentus gets a couple of arrows. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick up the heart container. And we're good. Alright. Ah! I switched to the Ocarina. At the very last moment. I did it. I did it, chat. Alrighty. So now we have... now we have the Super Master Sword. The nice thing about the Super Master Sword is that it shoots out beams even if I'm not at full health. We are very close to 4,000, folks. We've only got a couple minutes left. What is that? $37? I think somebody can snipe that. Maybe team up with somebody else. Do 20 each, and you're good. We do have a couple more things we need to collect before we fight Ganon. One of them is the red ring, which is just sitting right here. Now, the reason I couldn't pick this up earlier is that because you have to have a certain number of Triforce pieces before the Armos statues will be able to come alive. So, so that's why I didn't pick it up on the... Boy, if we could pick it up on the way in, oh man, the speedrun would be way, way easier. At least as far as survivability goes. We're going to pop on over this direction. You're going to get out of my way, though. And we're going to pick up that final heart container. And... there we go. Alrighty. Rujasu, if you have any donations, now's the time to read them before I get into the final fight here.
Sure. So we have a very well-timed donation from Eris TGD saying, okay, now it's level 7 time, so remember to switch, yada yada yada. We have a $15 anonymous donation saying, Gib Dog, donation goes to Zero Suit Samus for Carnath.
Nice.
And that put us $37 away. Oh, look, a $37 donation from Avatar.
Ah!
Eris Fairtrank, Sailor Moon for you. Also, Puppy Time.
Yep. Also, we have a little trick here we like to call Giggle Pig. This is the Ganon fight. You can actually throw out a sword right before he does his little laugh there, and you can hit him right away. We refer to this as Giggle Pig because he sits there and laughs as the sword is on the way to him. I just need to hit him 2 more times if he would actually be a bro. This fight can be really, really trolly because he doesn't really have much of a set pattern like he does in the first game. So where he teleports to is totally random, and you see he's giving me the business now. I need to hit him 1 more damn time. This is why having those beam swords no matter what is really handy. Wow, he is being an absolute jerk. Look at this. This is terrible. If I was on pace on a run, I would be fuming. Yo, we did it, chat. We got to 4,000. Wow, looks like I needed $37, and there were 2 people that stepped up. I see we're at 4,037, but that's okay. It's not like your money's wasted. It all goes toward extra life. If you put it toward a donation incentive, you're good. All right, so we have destroyed Ganon. We have rescued the kidnapped. I have to leave the next room, and once the screen fades to black, that is time. All right, there we go. So, there it is, 37-14. Not bad. Not bad. I usually want him to be under 37, but that's okay. We still got through it, and we raised a whole bunch of money in the process. Yo, I see plenty of GGs in chat. I see a raid coming in too. What perfect timing. This is great. Thank you all very, very much for that. All right, I'm going to do my spiel now, and then we'll get the dog. For those of you that donated, for those of you that were sitting here and enjoying the run, thank you very much. If you enjoyed what I was doing here, then please do give me a follow on my channel if you have not done so already. I would greatly appreciate it. I do speedruns like this all the time, and yeah, I'm sure you will not regret that follow. All right, now it's time for the puppy. Let's see if I can get her to come. Lena! Where's Lena? Lena, come on! Lena, come on! Come on, doggy. Lena, come on! Oh, she went downstairs. Hold on a second. Lena, come on! Lena! Lena, come! Come on! Let's go, come on. Lena, come on. Okay, alrighty. Let's get her over here. Sorry about that. She went the wrong direction. There was a miscommunication there, but oh boy. Here she comes. Ooh. Here she is. My dog. This is the goodest girl on all of Twitch. The magnificent Floofus. The official stream mascot. This is Catalina. We call her Lena for short. She's a very good girl. You can see there are some that have put emotes of her likeness into chat. She is definitely the star of the stream. So, if you want to follow, if for no other reason than to see more of this dog, then yeah, I mean, she appears on every single stream of mine. It's a what do you call it? A point redemption to get her to come on. Can I have some kisses? Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. This is how she says GG. Some GG kisses? Yes. So yes, she is a very good girl. We love her very much. She has all of this floof, all of these feathers on her leg. She also has the radiant paw of holy light, and we all love her very much. So if you want to see more of her, you come onto my channel. But for right now, don't worry about that. Stick around because we got the finale for Slurpathon coming up. It is the SMZ3 rando, and yeah, she's just being silly now. But okay, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you so much for having me. Hope to see you all around soon. And until I do, take care, everyone, and bye bye.
Hey, GG, Vonnie. Before you go,
yes.
We did get that $37, and as you said, it was trying to get the 4,000. It's 37 from Captain Mop saying, got you covered, 4,000 easy. Donation is runner's choice.
Oh, nice.
So that's, I believe, $47 that will be in your hands, Vonnie. So,
alrighty. Well, we will figure that out. But thank you so much for that donation, and stick around and donate even more. Let's keep going. Oh my goodness, my dog is going wild. Oh, what do I do?
All right. Thanks so much. We'll be back soon.
Take care, everyone.